The Nigga Chronicles, the mispronunciation of who I am.
Okay.
And I'll be doing spoken word.
Okay.
But tonight I'm dedicating it to the women.
Okay.
So David promised me about 10 minutes, so I'm going to talk fast while I do it. So, yeah, it's for the women tonight.
Which women tonight?
Not doing no nigga pieces tonight.
No nigga pieces.
Except one. Because y'all know women are niggas too. Some women are niggas too. So one to one.
Okay, well, we're going to get to the first one first.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
It's a monologue.
Okay, great. I want to see if I can get through this.
No, you'll be fine. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Lord Jesus.
William Washington.
Oh no. Oh Lord.
She is a woman, but she's more than a woman to me. She is that woman from my past, that strong woman, that woman who led women and men alike. She is Sojourner Truth. And Sojourner Truth said, "Ain't I a woman?" Today I say, man ain't no woman. When Adam fell, God, man give Eve the blame. When it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, Noah get all the fame. When the Virgin Mary gave birth to the Son of God, man scandalized her name. Man ain't no woman. African queen captured and enslaved, raped by master, forced to bear his name. But her mulatto child she loved just the same. Man ain't no woman. Woman is first when compared to woman, but always last when compared to man. Woman is loved by man, beat by man, put down by man, killed by man, all for the love of that man. Mine eyes see woman as God's greatest creation upon the globe. Mine eyes cry because she's forced to endure a transvaginal probe. A man's mind and might defines his fate. Oftentimes a woman's fate is defined by the girth of her waist. Man ain't no woman. Woman endured 9 months of discomfort, sickness, and pain to bear the child of man. Harriet Tubman led slaves to a free land. Woman. The American flag woven by Betsy Ross's hand. Woman. Shirley Chisholm, first person of color from a major political party to run for the office of the President of the United States of America. Woman. The first African-American First Lady, Michelle Obama, she is all woman. From Coretta Scott King, Betty Shabazz, Jacqueline Kennedy, Hillary Clinton, Sonia Sotomayor, to that mother of 5 on welfare is how she survives. That mother who works 2 jobs so she and her children can stay alive. That mother who sits in a jail cell because she put an end to the sexual abuse of her children from that man she called her husband, her common law, her boo. Well, ain't they woman too? Sabrina Fulton, mother of Trayvon Martin. She, like so many mothers of today and today's past, who've lost a child through senseless violence or guns blast. Sabrina Fulton, woman. Sojourner Truth said, "Ain't I a woman?" Today I say, today words of William say, today William Washington say, man, you ain't no woman. She's a woman, but she's more than a woman to me. She is that young girl who made her own decisions, bad decisions. Who grew into that strong woman, who was able to make her own decisions, who was able to pay her own bills, buy her own car, make her own life. She is some kind of woman. She's some woman. Some woman is thinking about getting pregnant today. My biological clock is ticking, she says. And I'm not worried about the changes to my body that 9 months of pregnancy can bring. I'm not worried about what people may say for on my fingers a wedding ring. And no, I don't worry about financial costs. I work with unionized pregnancy leave. My husband's got his own business and he is the boss. Some woman is thinking about getting pregnant today. Some girl got pregnant today. She had some drinks, smoked some trees. He asked for her body and she said, wee wee. Some girl didn't go to school today because her own father told her it's okay if you and I could play. Some girl got raped today. She was given no choice. She was given no say. Some girl got pregnant today. Some woman is thinking about getting pregnant today because her abusive man keeps her that way. He beats on her body like she is his hobby, a game that he plays. Some woman and her spouse needs a big apartment or house. Some woman is thinking about getting pregnant today. Some girl fell in love today. Puppy love, madly in love, foolishly in love. But because she wants to keep his love, some girl got pregnant today. But oh, thank God for some woman, thank God for some woman. Some woman is a CEO today because she ignored her biological clock. Some girl said no to drugs. Some girl said no to sex. Some girl went to school today because she was able to tell her mother and the police about the games that her father had her play. Some woman had 5 children instead of 6 because she was able to tell her abusive man to suck your own dick. Some girl fell out of love and into the church. Today that girl is a doctor. Today that girl is a head nurse. Every minute a child is born and the winter's cold or the summer's hot. Because some woman was thinking while some girl was not. She is a woman, but she's more than a woman to me. She was that woman who made bad choices. She was that woman that was not a good woman. Some call her a prostitute, some call her a drug user, some call her a stripper. She was someone. She was a nigga. Yes, I'm the nigga poet. The other day, a male student came to me. He said, "Professor, you need to get up off our backs because some women are niggas too." And I asked him to expound, and he did. And this is how it went. All of you lonely women, where do you all come from? All of you lonely women, where do you all come from? She said, "I don't want to be a stripper anymore, but my bills have accrued and I don't have a man to satisfy the payments that are due." She said, "I'm tired of changing pampers, washing clothes, going to the PTA meetings all alone. And these bad kids of mine, Lord, they're going to make me whip their little behinds. Help me, Jesus," she cries, she yells. "Release my man, my husband, them kids' baby daddies from the jail cell." She said she was married to Superman. He put it down in the bedroom like no man can. He worked on Wall Street, put it down in the boardroom again and again. But alas, her Superman, her Clark Kent, left her for that bitch Lois Lane. And now her life will never be the same. You see, now she's a lesbian, a woman who loves another woman by any other name. And when you ask her why, she will reply, "Who can play that game? Why do you put your hands on me? Hit me with your hands again and again and again, and you won't stop." See, this is not the cry of she. This is the plea of he. He being king, and she puts her hands on her king again and again and again. For she knows he will never hit her back because he is a man. So he must leave. All of you lonely women. She is alone, isolated, cast aside. She has to take over 25 pills a day just to stay alive. You see, the man she loved so failed, forgot, neglected to tell her that he was on the down low. Where do you all come from? She is a queen. She is the blue that makes the ocean gleam. She is what makes my heart's motor run. She is my premium gasoline. And she is of a godly air. So nigga, she won't fall for your savoir faire. You see, no matter how long or short, she is not her hair, her ass, her hips, her tits. She is a queen, and don't you ever forget it. All of you lonely women. A little girl tells a little boy, "If you give me a quarter, I'll show you myself." Teenage girl says she's just playing out a role when she slides her ass up and down that stripper pole. Grown-ass women working the struggle. But somewhere there's a little girl who hid her pregnancy from her neglectful parents and delivered that child on the bathroom floor. Took that still breathing child and placed it in a plastic bag till she thought it wasn't breathing anymore. Then placed that plastic bag down a trash compactor's door. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. There's a woman in her 40s who wants to party some more. Oftentimes, leaving all 4 of her children with some dude she met 6 months ago, she calls him her common law, her boo. Friday night after Friday night, she walks out that door, leaving all 4 with that man home. But all that bullshit stops when her 13-year-old daughter asks. All that bullshit stops when her 13-year-old daughter asks. All that bullshit stops when her 13-year-old daughter asks, "Mama, why I don't get my period anymore?" Oh, all of you lonely women. There's a woman in the church who covers young girls to satisfy her lesbian thirst. There's a woman who drinks way too often. Alcohol will lead her to the coffin. Now, I read in my Bible about the first lady Eve. She too did deceive, and I could have read that wrong. I could be singing too sad a song, and I don't want to color all you women blue. But there's a woman who lies in her grave, whose life the doctors could not save, and life love she never gave. And as her son placed flowers on his mother's grave, the same child that she placed in a plastic bag and threw down the trash compactor's door, but whose life was miraculously saved. As her son placed flowers on his mother's grave, I heard him whisper, I heard him say, See, mama, women are niggas too. All of you lonely women, where do you all come from? All of you lonely women, where do you all come from? I'm words of women.